Welcome back, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. If you love the excitement of discovering rare and valuable coins, you're in for an incredible journey today. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the fascinating history, design, and potential value of the 1953 United States 1-cent coin. At first glance, it may seem like just another ordinary penny, but hidden among them are rare gems that could be worth a small fortune. Imagine having an old penny sitting in your collection or pocket that turns out to be worth thousands of dollars. It might sound too good to be true, but some 1953 pennies have sold for astonishing amounts due to their condition, rarity, and unique minting errors. So, stay with us until the end because we're going to reveal just how much this small yet mighty coin could be worth. Let's go back in time to 1953. The United States was in the post-World War II era, and the country was booming with economic growth. This was the time of classic cars, rock and roll, and a rapidly changing world. Meanwhile, the U.S. Mint was hard at work producing millions of coins to keep up with the growing economy. The 1953 Lincoln penny was part of the Wheat Penny series, which had been in circulation since 1909. On the obverse, or front, of the coin, you'll find the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. This design had already been in use for over 4 decades, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. Above Lincoln's head, you'll see the phrase, "In God We Trust," with the word "Liberty" to the left and the date, 1953, to the right. On the reverse side, the classic wheat ears design is featured. This design was used on pennies from 1909 until 1958, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial. The two wheat stalks symbolize America's agricultural strength and prosperity, with the words, 1 cent, and United States of America, placed between them. Above the design, you'll also find the Latin phrase, e pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one. Now, let's talk about what makes some of these 1953 pennies so valuable. Not every 1953 penny is worth a fortune, but certain factors can make them extremely rare and desirable to collectors. The first factor is condition. Coins that have been in circulation for decades often show wear, scratches, and discoloration, reducing their value. However, if you have a 1953 penny in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, it could be worth much more than face value. The shinier and more flawless the coin, the higher the demand among collectors, but the real treasures are the error coins. During the minting process, mistakes sometimes happen, creating rare variations that collectors go crazy for. Some of the most valuable 1953 pennies include double die errors, where parts of the design appear slightly doubled, off-center strikes, where the design is not perfectly aligned, and rare cases where the coin was struck on the wrong type of metal. These error coins are incredibly rare and can turn an ordinary penny into a highly sought-after collector's item. So, how much could a rare 1953 penny be worth? While a regular 1953 penny in circulated condition might only be worth a few cents, one in pristine condition with rare errors could be worth an incredible $45,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny could be worth a life-changing amount of money if it has the right characteristics. So, if you have old pennies stored away in a jar, a coin collection, or even in your pocket change, take a closer look. You might just be holding onto a hidden treasure without even realizing it. Today, in this video, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1957 United States 1-cent coin. At first glance, this penny might look just like any other, but don't be fooled. Some of these coins have been known to sell for thousands of dollars. Imagine having a tiny piece of copper in your collection that could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, today we're going to uncover what makes the 1957 penny so special, how to identify the rare and valuable ones, and most importantly, just how much they could be worth. Stick around until the end because you won't believe the final number. Let's take a trip back in time to 1957. This was a time of economic growth and optimism in the United States. The post-World War II era had brought prosperity, and Americans were enjoying the rise of new technologies, rock and roll music, and the space race. During this exciting period, the U.S. Mint continued producing Lincoln cents, a design that had been in circulation since 1909. On the obverse, or front, of the 1957 penny, you'll find the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This design was created by Victor D. Brenner and has remained one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. Above Lincoln's head, you'll see the phrase, "In God We Trust," while to the left is the word "Liberty," and the date, 1957, is positioned on the right side. Flipping over to the reverse side, you'll see the classic wheat ears design, which was used on U.S. pennies from 1909 to 1958. The two wheat stalks on the back symbolize America's agricultural strength and prosperity. Between them, the words, 1 cent and United States of America, are proudly displayed, with the Latin phrase, e pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, placed above. This design was later replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, making the 1957 penny one of the last years for the beloved wheat penny series. Now, let's talk about what makes some of these pennies so valuable. While millions of 1957 pennies were minted, not all of them are worth a fortune. The key factors that determine value are rarity, condition, and errors. The first and most important factor is condition. In the coin collecting world, condition is everything. A penny that has been heavily circulated, showing scratches, wear, or discoloration, is usually worth only its face value. But if you have a 1957 penny in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, its value can skyrocket. Coins that have been well preserved, free from damage, and still shine with their original luster are in high demand among collectors, but the real treasures are the rare error coins. During the minting process, mistakes sometimes happen, creating unique variations that make certain pennies far more valuable. Some of the most sought-after 1957 pennies include double die errors, where parts of the design appear slightly doubled, off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, and rare instances where the coin was struck on the wrong metal planchet. These errors make a coin incredibly rare and can turn a simple penny into a collector's dream. So, how much could a 1957 penny be worth if you have the right one? While a normal circulated 1957 penny might only be worth a few cents, an uncirculated one with special errors could be worth an astonishing $45,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, if rare and in the right condition, could be worth an incredible amount of money. So, if you have any old pennies lying around in a jar, a collection, or even hidden in your pocket change, make sure to check them carefully. You might just be holding onto a small fortune without even knowing it. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1949 United States 1-cent coin. At first glance, it might look like just another old penny, but don't let its humble appearance fool you. Some of these coins have been known to fetch incredible prices in the collector's market. Imagine having a simple penny in your collection that's actually worth a fortune. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, today we'll uncover the secrets behind the 1949 penny, what makes it so special, and how much it could be worth if you have the right one. Stay with us until the end because we're going to reveal a jaw-dropping value that you won't believe. Let's take a step back in time to 1949. The United States was in the post-World War II era, a time of economic growth and change. The penny had already been an essential part of American currency for decades, featuring the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. This design, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday, became one of the most recognizable coin designs in U.S. history. On the reverse side of the 1949 penny, you'll find the classic wheat ears design, which was used from 1909 until 1958, before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. The two wheat stalks on the back symbolize prosperity and agricultural strength, which were crucial themes for America during that time. Above the wheat ears, you'll see the phrase, e pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, emphasizing unity among the states. Now, what makes some of these 1949 pennies worth way more than just 1 cent? The key factors are rarity, condition, and errors. While millions of pennies were minted that year, only a fraction of them have survived in pristine condition. Coins that were never used in daily transactions and have no scratches, dents, or signs of wear are incredibly rare. Collectors are always on the lookout for these near-perfect coins because their value skyrockets when they are well preserved, but the real treasure lies in error coins. During the minting process, small mistakes sometimes occur, leading to unique variations that collectors love. Some of the most valuable 1949 pennies have minting errors such as double die obverse, where certain details on the coin appear doubled, or off-center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned. There are also coins struck on the wrong metal planchet, which can make them incredibly valuable. If you happen to have a 1949 penny with any of these errors, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. And now, the moment you've been waiting for: how much can a 1949 penny be worth? While a regular 1949 penny in circulated condition might only be worth a few cents, a rare, uncirculated one with unique errors can fetch an astonishing $65,000. That's right. A single penny could be worth a life-changing amount if it has the right characteristics. So, don't overlook those old pennies sitting in your collection or hidden in a jar at home. Take a closer look because you might just be holding on to a small fortune without even realizing it. Diving deep into a seemingly ordinary coin that could be hiding in your collection or even in your pocket change, the 1966 United States 1-cent coin. This little penny might look like just another old coin, but don't let its appearance fool you. Under the right conditions, it can be worth far more than just 1 cent. In fact, if you happen to have a special variant of this coin, you could be holding on to a piece of history worth a fortune. So, stick around, because we'll be revealing just how much this humble penny can be worth, and trust me, the number will shock you. Let's start with a little background on the 1966 penny. This coin was minted during a unique period in U.S. history, a time of change and transition. The 1960s was a decade of major social and political movements, and the U.S. Mint was also experiencing some significant shifts. One of the most notable things about this time was the minting freeze on coin dates. Between 1965 and 1967, the U.S. Mint did not use mint marks on coins. This was done to prevent coin hoarding and speculation, as people were holding onto certain coins due to the coinage shortage of the early 60s. As a result, all 1966 pennies were minted without a mint mark, making it difficult to determine exactly where they were produced. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1966 Lincoln cent. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that has been in use since 1909. Above his portrait, the words, "In God We Trust," are proudly inscribed, while the date, 1966, appears just to the right. The reverse side of the coin features the classic wheat ears design, which was introduced in 1909 and used until 1958, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. But what makes some of these pennies so valuable? Well, there are a few factors at play here. First, condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. A 1966 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition is much harder to find than one that has been passed around in circulation for decades. The fewer scratches, dents, and signs of wear, the more valuable the coin becomes. But rarity doesn't just come from condition. Some 1966 pennies have unique features that make them even more desirable. Minting errors are a huge factor in increasing a coin's value. Errors such as double die obverse, where parts of the design appear doubled, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet can dramatically increase their worth. Collectors love these rare mistakes because they make each coin a one-of-a-kind piece. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for: the value. Just how much can a 1966 penny be worth? While a regular 1966 penny in circulated condition might only be worth a few cents, an uncirculated one with rare minting errors can fetch an unbelievable amount. If you happen to have a flawless 1966 penny with a special error or in near-perfect condition, it could be worth $85,000, that's right. A single penny could be worth a fortune if it has the right features. So, if you have any old pennies lying around, don't overlook them. Take a closer look, check for errors, and see if you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an exciting discovery. Who knows? The next coin we feature might just be the one sitting in your collection, waiting to be uncovered. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting.